So the race is called the Speed Project, and they have multiple races throughout the year. But the whole idea was founded by this guy called Niels when him and his friends essentially ran from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. This was years ago. And then they thought it was really cool, and they were like, "Here, why don't we like get more people involved?" And like over time, they had a lot of people coming and racing. Then it became over time, and then it slowly kind of developed into more of a business. But they kept the whole selling point about the race as it being unsanctioned. So there's no rules. It's not actually officially like they didn't get permission to do it. So as a result, like there's no actual application link. You can't just apply. You either have to get invited or kind of somehow just get your hands on the application link. So since they done the LALV race, they've expanded out to like other regions, I suppose. So the one we did was obviously in France, from Chamonix to Marseille, which this is only their second year doing it. So last year was their first time doing one in Europe, and then they also do one in South America, which I think is only new as well. But sorry, go on.
The premise of this, David, obviously it's a run. So you're running, or well, you're getting your hands on an invite to go run from one location to another. Is that what it is?
Yeah, exactly. So it's a relay race, one person running at all times in a team, and yeah, you're essentially running from, in our case, Chamonix to Marseille non-stop, one person running at all times. Get there as fast as you can, essentially.
How'd you first hear about the race? This mysterious thing where like locations and invites coming out of God knows where sounds very dark webbish to me. I'm not really that technical
like
guy. So like
hostel.
so yeah. How did you first find out about this guy, and then can you talk about how you got this relay?
Yeah. So
no one listens to this podcast. Don't worry, David. No one will know.
I might make up my own little secret language or something just so that no one actually talks. But while it is secret and everything, like they kind of allow people to post whatever they want after the race is done. Because the only reason they don't want people to talk about it is because they don't want any of like the authorities to know in advance, so that they'll like know that it's happening and then something to happen where it gets shut down. So after the race, they invite a load of big influencers to come. So like a lot of them post vlogs or big videos on the race. So one of the athletes that I follow, Jake Dearden, he done it a couple of years ago in the LALV, and then I watched it and I was like, that would be so sick to do with a group of mates. And then I looked into it and I realized I have no clue how to get into this fucking thing. Then that must have been like 3 years. It was just been literally like finding any way of getting in. And then last year I kind of just took it more serious, literally messaged anybody that had any sort of link to the race at all on Instagram and was like, can you get me in? Can you get me in? Can you get me in? And must send over like 300 or 400 messages. And then I stumbled across one guy that just happened to be involved like in the organization of the race that I didn't even know he was. And then he was like, I got you. And then sent me the link and I filled it out and he got us in. So it was completely by chance. Bit of luck, I suppose.
Guy you don't know sends you this link to go to France.